Good game and good morning, Internet. Welcome to Ggameknights presenting Wildspace. I am once again your host this evening, Ryan Dungeon Uncle. That's me. Anyway, I'm going to be taking care of you and the players tonight. We have a wonderful cast of crew, and we're very excited to be playing tonight with you on the right before Halla Spooks Day. So, real quickly at the top, just want to do a really quick announcement and just remind you all that tomorrow, Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have, as always, the continuation of our sprawl game called Neon Souls. Please hang out with us and drop by and check that out. It is going strong, and we're all really enjoying seeing how it goes. And as the names for the stores get more and more ridiculous. We also have a few other things going on, I believe. Does they like announcements that anyone else wants to share? What's going on in the channel or personally?
I mean, I'll shill my stuff.
Yeah.
You guys know I always
It's
will.
mainly you.
It's
that I'm looking
me. I'm on the internet for the next 7 weeks or so every single night. So you can find me here when this channel is live. You can also find me on Monday nights at 8 p.m. playing Dungeons & Dragons, and on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. both Eastern Time running a game of iHunt on twitch.tv/encounterroleplay. It's really great. Premiere week was this week. Come hang out with me.
Fantastic. Anyone else have anything they'd like to plug? No. Well, then, without, we'll just stop in there, I guess. I always say, without further ado, I want to have another phrase other than that. I get really like annoyed with myself that that's the only one I have to just say what I want to say, like. So I mean, I can't say enough jibber jabber. Let's get to the sausage. So I don't have a phrase. So
maybe we'll just keep workshopping that one.
Yeah, I think so. So enough jibber jabber. Let's get to the sausage. Tonight we're joining our crew once again on Space Florida. They have just recently upended the local crime boss in order to help out a old friend, ? And current ally, Uriel, who is a crime boss who is in charge of the song, a mercenary group of frost giants. And in fact, the crew is kind of having a after raid we'll say party, if you wanted to attend. I think Uriel is celebrating on her a yacht. Do you all want to be at that, or would you be like, no, I want to go back to Space Florida?
I don't know about hanging out on a yacht with crime people.
No.
No, Gwen feels bad about this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Well, then how about you? What do you do afterwards if you're feeling bad about it? We'll start with, well, you're the one who said you feel bad about it. So what do you do? What does Gwen do afterwards?
Oh, mostly just feels bad about sticking around. That feels like a bad plan. So okay. Gwen is probably the one that's like, no, we should go.
Okay, so you just head back to the ship?
No, we should go. I did a lot of fighting. Can we go?
Maybe we should talk about it and talk as a group what our plan's going to be.
That'd be great. You do have a friend who is on their way to the planet to meet you all in a single day, we'll say. I think Bolster got the two of you in touch, having been apprised of your next planned mission. He wanted to connect the two of you and quickly got a message out to Champ to help provide a little bit more assistance in this endeavor. So, Champ, having successfully raided a Volhai little cult and uprooted them out of another moon base, has nothing else to do at the moment and is on the way.
Thanks, champ. Got nothing better to do.
I do like doing murder, so.
So, you all can talk about what you plan to do before Champ gets here, or you can wait and have this conversation when Champ gets here. I'm not sure if you wanted to have a pre-Champ combo.
Conference are in.
Conference room.
Just Skype.
Very well. Yeah, we can do that. We can do a vid chat. Champ, who's
Sounds good.
in her ship,
I can
kind of
multitask.
flying on the way towards Nomura. That's fine.
Hang out in the TTR.
Yep.
Yeah. A very small ship. She doesn't look like she fits in it very well. It's very small. She's kind of like hunched over it a little bit.
So basically, on the video camera, you just see like this the whole time. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. There
Champ,
you go.
are you there? You may need to angle your camera up slightly. We're just getting.
There's only so much I can do while I'm driving, so. Yeah,
Oh.
This is what you get.
Right.
Should I? Hello.
That seems unsafe.
Do you guys want to talk sooner?
Well, you look good. Glad to see the months have been treating you well.
Yeah, you kind of look. Like, kind of pops up. You look sort of sparkly.
Yes, a few people have said that. Yeah, I guess it was a side effect of coming back from the dead with god powers. I don't know exactly why. It's what happened.
Look.
I like it. But we wanted to talk about our plan, right? We have our engine ready, and we have our robot.
Is Ned in the room?
Oh yes, we have a robot. This is Ned. Say hi, Ned.
Hi, Ned.
He's very funny.
We're working on a more intimidating voice box.
Yeah, you really should, because
I don't know. I think strategically it's fun because it's sort of like off-putting.
Yeah,
you
there
don't
is
really
something to be
expect it.
yeah, something to be said for the cognitive dissonance.
But maybe some like pre-programmed like battle cries or something, where it just like oscillates back and forth between very cheery and bloodthirsty.
Well, I could teach him some good ones. You know, stuff will get the good crowd riled up, you know. I don't know how
So.
much fun crowds we're gonna be fighting in front of.
What are we doing?
Well, I imagine once Champ gets here, we can head to Yuval, find this gate, take the fight to. I don't remember her name.
Bashta?
Bashta.
Vashta, right? That one.
Now, are we fighting her, or is she had said she'd communicated to us some way that she had information or something? Am I remembering that right?
Well, our last communication with her, unless somebody spoke to her between now and then, was taking the book from. No, not the book. The the relic from the beast.
So the last
Letting me
communication
die.
the last communication, she worked out a deal. She told Rosh that when the beast dies, that all of the Divergent Knights would also die. The ones that were drawing power from his blood. And told Rosh that I can fix that if you take the remnant into yourself. That's the last communication that she had, was with specifically just with Roshel about making that deal.
Am I remembering wrong that she took that she gained something from that too?
Yeah,
or
she
was
she ended up getting the remnant from that, from the sacrifice that you made.
Right.
She was able to, like, that remnant appeared within her grasp.
Okay.
So she gets the remnant, you get your bay to survive.
And so we know she has one of the remnant keys, at least.
Yeah, she has two.
Because she has hers and her now dead brother's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Core Hall.
Right.
So our plan again is to get all three, because that will let us like banish the elder gods that are trying to break into our universe or something.
That's the idea. The third one's going to be tough to get. Well, the second one will be, the first two will be tough to get too, but the third one's going to be rough. But yes.
Okay, so this is probably more of a smash and grab, unless, hey, wouldn't it be just awful if your, extended family broke into the universe and killed everything?
Yes, I doubt she's going to part with them willingly, so we should probably be ready to just have to fight and deal with her the same way that we did with her brother.
Though, if
Hopefully not the exact same way.
Well, a similar way.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not the same way.
and this does raise the question of if she, fix the connection between the Divergent Knights and Vorhai, or what, the Beast, is that connection now to her? Is she now the one giving the Divergent Knights their power? And if we kill her, is that going to just kick the can down the road, and we kill her, then all the knights go bye-bye?
Well, I don't believe so. Because all the Lycans lost their powers, but they didn't pick any new ones up. Well, some of them did, but I did that.
It seems that what she did was more of like a cleansing than a severing of the tie, rather than taking it on herself. But that is a good question. If she had the power to do that, she may have the power to do something else. Try to leverage that.
Someone want to make an Arcana check?
I could give that a shot. I forget what Gwen's Arcana is, because I know you're super smart.
Yeah, I'm not proficient in it, though.
So you probably have
You're
about
wicked
even.
smart. But
It's +4.
yeah. For my bonus, that becomes a 14. Unless we want to tie it to chaos and into advantage, just as we're on Skype right now.
Champ shows up and we just immediately drop her into a pit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Champ was did not like Vincent from the beginning. I don't remember what Vincent did,
Oh shit! Now I'm
but
trying to
I
remember, too.
vaguely
Something
remember.
happened.
Vaguely remember Champ being like,
If I was a
"You're
betting
gonna keep
woman.
doing that." I don't know, something like that. But yeah.
I can try digging through my old notes later.
So with a 14, I mean, this isn't gonna tell you much, but you know that the deal that the Divergent Knights were using is some kind of blood magic, and to be able to undo that also is blood magic. And it's also, as we're thinking this, you're like, we met the beast. She's known as the blood. I don't know, maybe that's just her thing. Maybe this is what she does.
Okay, so, yeah, it's certainly possible she has the power to do it, but it might be more of a one-way thing. It might, unless she's been secretly working at it or something, I don't know that she's just gonna be able to be like, boom, blood curse on all y'all, and now you're mine. So, hopefully you and your sisters are safe if we take her out.
Well, if there are any other people in the universe that are more used to being unsafe than us, I haven't met them. They'll be fine.
Right. Well, we know how to get there because we have the portal where we have the engine now. Do we know? We know about where this doorway is.
This was on planet Gurgen, that kind of swampy planet where you...
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Where there's the temple, the blood witch,
With the hole into the underwater things.
yeah, the whole underwater thing, the leeches, all that stuff.
Right. Fuck.
Wait, what did that just reveal? Like, I don't know.
Rosh hates water.
I know.
He just
That
forgot.
brought a lot of very big fears for
Rosh
for
truly
them.
hates that planet. That is true.
All right. Is there anything we need? Not that we have much in the way of coin left, but is there anything we need before we get going? Besides Champ getting here.
Driving as fast as I can.
I
It's
mean,
crazy traffic up here.
seem to
There's-
recall they had, big old laser turrets, but I can't remember if we smashed those or just got past them.
At Gurgen?
The temple I thought had laser turrets.
It did. You smashed them all.
Okay.
Though. I remember. I think Pace crashed into one with the speeder.
Sounds
and
right.
I think
It does sound right.
I think you either crashed both of them, or you just blew up the other one. I don't know. There were two.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they're both done for sure.
Okay.
So I mean, the way you left it, there weren't any defenses there.
So,
Because if you recall, you also took a very long time to unload all the goodies from the temple into your ship and
yeah.
get
Okay.
a bunch of sarcophagi and stuff like that.
So yeah, Gurgen itself should be relatively harmless, but it's crossing into another hell dimension that's going to be the real treat.
Yeah, we don't know what to expect there. I imagine if core halls was an aspect or some sort of reflection of their personality, being a sort of jungle, bestial sort of environment, I'm expecting a lot of blood. I can prepare some things to... Wait, do I actually have the spell? Never remember which one I have. I can prepare water walk. I assume that would work for blood if it got deep enough.
One would hope.
Water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava. Doesn't specify blood.
What a shame. Also, if it matters, for spells or whatever that y'all have, and I personally don't really make a distinction between devils and fiends. So, if it matters for any of your features, then you can pick either. It doesn't matter.
I do have a few things ready to deal with fiends as well.
And I've got those swords and I'm pretty good at using it, so.
Yeah, I mean, Rosh, you're going to be the main one in terms of having to think. I've just got, my normal spells. So after our latest adventure, I have a feeling I could, try and put a whammy on something, and won't be pretty hard for them to deal with. Meaning I took a dominate monster at our level up.
I'm good at tracking them. And I have two
There are
swords.
a few things that would be helpful, I think, but they're bloody expensive. And I'm realizing that now. I don't suppose we could go find a 1,000 gold holy reliquary lying around in one of the pawn shops.
Does
here.
someone that their religion calls the God Seed really still have to tithe?
I'm guessing so, based on the wording of the spell in my book.
You sure you wrote it down right? Doesn't really seem fair.
You've got to set a good example.
I really just need a fancy box and a piece of clothing from a saint, which...
Do we have time to fill out the paperwork?
Could we take some of your,
I could just
Do you
tear
have to
off a piece
apply?
of my own robe, maybe.
It's like, oh, well. Yeah. More
Or a
spells
piece
should
of
be like
parchment.
this. It's like you have to take off one article of clothing. It's like, all right, I'll cast, I'll just blast. Anyway.
you turning into strip poker.
Not actually a spell requirement. Those spells were just written in college and at parties.
Yeah.
So do we have anything feasible we can do today to prepare?
I don't think so. I mean, I am gonna have to go let Elizabeth know. I'll be heading out again for a while, and but that's not a.
That. A little bit. Also, my accent just went everywhere.
Yeah, I did not follow that.
Jam.
What?
Went on a journey.
Champ, who's in there with you?
It's just me.
Oh, the voice modulator.
It just
Looks like
cracks
your
up.
voice modulator needs a tune-up.
I don't even know. Where was it? Okay. What did I ask? Who is Elizabeth?
Have you met Vincent's girlfriend?
No, I mean, I
Think
don't
so.
think that ever really had the chance to come up, but she is my beau. She's here on Space Florida, for the most part, and then good to see her again, but also, do kind of need to come with y'all and save the universe, so.
That makes sense. Sure she wouldn't want to come along?
He's not really the fighting type. There was.
Are we
had
sure?
A date. We had a date interrupted by the fish people, and she went with the civilians.
But did she do that because you told her to? Have you ever asked? She might also be a god. They just keep popping up.
I mean, she's more of a figurative goddess, but I can float the idea, but I do not imagine she will be coming with us.
It's probably for the best. So is there anything we can actually do to prepare today, or should we let Champ drive safely?
I mean, how much is out there in space for her to run into, but...
Narrowly avoids an asteroid.
I think
I don't know what it's like.
Just over at Champ's comps, we all hear, "Hey, fuck you, asshole!"
I'm driving here.
For some reason, I like the idea of like right before this one arc gate, there's just like a 2-lane line going back as like
gosh.
people are getting clearance and like or maybe just like before they zip out to the side, as the Concorde has to screen a lot of these ships, so that does slow things down at checkpoints. So for the Elizabeth thing, She is not. She's not a god. Weird. But she does have 4 hit points. I'll say this. Give me an insight check.
From who?
You, Vincent.
Okay.
Listen, that's 4 hit. That's 4 damage we don't have to take. Just saying.
I mean, it could be 50 damage you don't have to take, honestly.
That is 24.
Rosh can bring
Okay.
her back. She might come back sparkly.
You could convince her to come with you. For sure. She is not equipped for something like this. But she's an archaeologist, I believe. And she's is kind of wants to live a more adventurous life and could easily be convinced to come with you.
We all start at level 1 sometime.
Now, with that 24 insight, how would she feel about being asked to remain on the ship as we go into the Hell Dimension?
Come with us on this adventure, but also stay inside.
Basically.
With the 24, you know that she would agree to it, but you also know that she wanted to stay on the ship. Because she is on a planet she's never been on, especially if you're talking about going to an ancient temple of our land ruins, she's getting the fuck off that ship and checking that shit out. But she would tell you that she would stay on it.
Mm-hmm. Because this would get
You're kind of doing 5-dimensional chess with her with a 24 insight, so like, like you kind of can see all this whole conversation playing out.
Yeah.
Before you even have it, so.
I think it'll be more interesting for the story if she comes along and, hopefully she stays in the temple and chills out there and doesn't go through the hell portal, but...
I was just casually putting a death ward spell on her every day. In case she stubs her toe.
We're gonna have to
Just
save your
in case.
girlfriend.
Probably.
Okay. All right. Yeah, she
We do need someone to replace Help as well.
You should not say that in front of her.
Don't say that.
But just to get our numbers back
What
up.
kind of relation? Wait. What
No,
relationship
help-
did you have?
fine.
with Help?
wait.
Okay,
Help's fine.
got it.
Help is with
All right.
help is with my sisters, taking care
So
of a help
here's
egg.
what I will mention.
Totally.
I want her to come along too because I do think it makes things more interesting. And I'm not, and I want to be very clear. I'm not just trying to get Ned out of your party. But there are danger. Like her being in the temple should be kind of fine. But if you recall, there are just natural nasty creatures in there. Like Gwen and Pace got leached real bad because they were in the water. So there are things just natural to the planet, and there's the muck monsters that and the insects, and there's lots of dangerous things here. So even if she was just in the temple, it would be very dangerous. And I'm saying this not that because I want to talk you out of it. It more so of I want to help you think through a solution to that problem.
Which seemed like you were starting to hint at, we could have Ned babysitter.
Well, that's the first thing that comes up to my mind, but I'm sure between all of y'all's level 15 arsenals, there might be something else that might be less expensive thing to do.
I can give her a gun.
Guns help. Armor helps.
I can
Potions help.
put up a fuck ton of warding and stuff to make sure nothing inhuman can get on the ship.
Yep.
I also think I
It's
still
probably
have.
good for us to have.
You can
anyway.
give her the jetpack. You can get her all set up. I just, I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I'm trying to set it up so you can solve the problem. But yeah, but you can do that in a second. Like for right now, like she is absolutely thrilled to come along with you because one, this is kind of her life, her passion, her goals. This is right up her alley, very right up her alley, and she's very excited to be able to see this. That's the primary at the top. Secondly, you going off and gallivanting all over the place, it's a little sus and it's hard to explain to her friends sometimes. And so, but now that she can come with you, that's going to be a conversation she doesn't have to have with the Mackenzies. So this is going, like all 5 of them. So this is going to make things much easier on her in her social groups. And so she's like triply thrilled to come with you and do this for sure. And she is beyond herself, and she's she like gives you a big hug, but she's also like calling everybody. She's calling her mom, she's calling her friends, and like and being really excited, and like so she's just bragging on you to everybody right now.
Tell her we're probably going to be heading out within the next day. So sorry for the short notice, but hope you have a bug out bag ready.
The fact that it's just a day's notice thrills her. 100%. So yeah, she'll meet you at the ship before it's time to take off.
All right then.
Anything else that I mean, in you all can couple stuff if you like, and then is there anything else that anyone else wanted to do?
Just gonna start prestidigitating the whole dang ship to tidy it up.
Make it nice and clean.
All right, let's start the next day then. Champ arrives. She has I think, I don't remember if I described it this way last time. I feel like I probably did, but you have like the Harley Davidson of spaceships, where it's like a loud chopper, like single passenger, like, and you kind of landed in at the landing pad behind the Arcturus. There is room for your ship to go inside the hangar into the cargo area. And if that's okay with the crew of the Arcturus, then we can go ahead and start packing that in. Where Ned kind of greets you, Champ.
Just sort of like eye each other for a minute.
Yeah. Do you all give instructions to Ned on how to treat Champ, or does he just ignore her completely? Because Ned only does what 3 of you say.
Mm-hmm.
And if you say hello to Ned, he doesn't respond. He just completely ignores you, unless like unless you all have like started to program stuff into him to do in situations like this.
Is like hearing broken? He doesn't talk back to me. What is? You guys didn't build him very good.
Ned, say hello.
Hello.
He's very literal.
I don't have a soul.
He is aware of that, though.
That's how he says hello. Just as a warning.
All right. Is he any good at fighting?
Very.
Very. Mm-hmm.
I do enjoy the violence.
Almost too much.
At the very least, he can take hits better than most of us.
We got somebody else on the team who could help with that. Because it looks like Gwen, you've took a little too many lately.
Do you want me to squash?
No.
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 Champ is a friend, so no squish.
Should we just say to do
I mean, you
whatever
could
she
try.
says?
Do you want to try?
You know what?
I want for nothing.
Let's save that, as much as I would love to watch it, for later.
Go soccer robots.
Yes, it's been a long 6 months. Good to see you. So,
Yes,
So,
I think we instruct
You hate
Ned
to leave
listen
as soon as you
Champ.
get. Yeah.
Wait,
I mean,
what-
we got
so-
to get going.
What are you saying, Alex?
Instruct,
You keep-
we'll instruct Ned to listen to Champ.
Okay, so Champ, you can also
Listen to me.
now you can now instruct Ned. Although I will say that based on the construction,
Uh-huh.
that can be rescinded by the other three.
Makes sense.
So there is a hierarchy there. But cool. So you all pile up into the ship. Elizabeth with her bag on, and she she's been on your ship before, I believe. I think you've shown her around. I think we actually did that on an actual session. But she's very in awe of Ned, and thinks Champ looks very nifty, and but is also kind of waiting on you to introduce her in certain situations. She's very excited to be on this journey, but she's also like, you've never invited her before, so she's trying not to overstep. Basically, is what's happening. Rolling forward, that 24 insight. Yeah. So, anything anyone wants to do before you all kind of take off?
I want to
Mora?
try to find out if Elizabeth is even remotely capable of protecting herself in any way.
Let me see.
Blaster.
Can you shoot anything? Gun, crossbow.
I mean, I think I know how they work.
Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna hand her my blaster pistol. We had
Okay.
like a little training area.
All
And
right.
stand her across the room. Go on.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Those would be Marshall, so she does not have proficiency in that. What is she trying to hit?
It's just some dummy.
Some dummy. All right.
Some dummy. A training
All right.
dummy, probably.
All right. So she just Gwen, you're good at sizing people up. You can tell that she has +0 across the board. She's got roughly 4 hit points. And what she's wearing right now, you'd say that her AC, if you knew what that was, would be like around 10. So her, I don't know, if you were to put like a rating to her, like a challenge rating, it'd be like 0. And if you were to murder someone like her, I don't know why that would happen, but if you did, you'd maybe get like 10 XP from it.
Seems like the way Gwen thinks about things.
So she's gonna shoot, and let's see if she gets lucky. I'm gonna set it's a 13 DC for a dummy down the hall. She misses with a 10.
Okay. Not terrible.
That's kind of quite a kick.
So this is what we're doing for the next day. I have some gear you can use.
All right.
Get her all tricked out.
Crash course, here we go.
Okay, now I gotta draw a draw. I gotta create a character sheet for right now.
Oh
Let's
my
do it.
gosh.
This is
We're
just
not
in case,
prepared.
like worst case scenario.
All
She
right.
should at least be able to fire the gun and keep her eyes open at the same time.
Fair. Fair. All right, so she is create an NPC. Named Elizabeth. 10 hit points. 4. 30. Oh, good. What's really nice is that you really don't have to add anything when she doesn't have anything.
That's a good point.
That was actually the fastest NPC I've ever created in my life. All right, done. I'm gonna put it in players' journals. You can edit and control too. That's fine. I'll put it in characters. So if you want to give her stuff, you can do that. That's fine. So I'll add in really quickly her senses. She has passive perception of 10, which is pretty solid. She can speak common. That's about it. That's it.
Does Arlean have a language? Because she is an archaeologist.
Oh, that's true. Well, I'll give her the sage background. She'll have a couple. She'll have a couple languages.
I'm going to give her a gun. What else can I give her?
I don't know. Why this
My
is
leather
fun.
armor that I'm not wearing anymore.
This is like a level up from the party adopts a pet. The party adopts
It
an
really,
NPC.
it really
It
is.
just shoots up like 5 levels. She can have my leather armor that I don't use anymore.
Okay.
She can have this gun because I had 2 for some reason. I don't know why. I don't need a gun.
Probably stole them at some point.
Okay. So her armor class is now 11.
It's
Because
better than 10.
she does not have any dex to boost that.
Okay.
Every point helps.
Mm-hmm.
This is a worst case scenario.
And she has a gun. What gun did you give
It's
her?
a blaster pistol.
You gave her the blast. Oh, that's a good one.
It
actually.
does 2d8 radiant damage plus your dex. It's got a range of 20, long range of 60,
Really?
and
That
you
seems
get
low.
5 shots before you have to reload.
Okay. It's funny.
Yeah, I copied it from your thing, so
Cool.
26.
No, I just think it's funny. She has like no mods to anything. It's she has no proficiencies and she has no mods. So it's like, just like crapshoot. Like hopefully. So that's why I'm laughing, especially since like I've been looking at a lot of high level stuff lately. It's just like, it's cute. I like it.
Little baby.
Little BB.
Maybe by the end of this, she'll get a class level in something.
Give her a gun crash course.
Yeah. Actually, so she has 4 HP if we're going to do the average, but if you want to roll, it's a D8. You can maybe get her an extra couple, or she might get less. I'll leave that up to you, Vincent, if you want to roll
Gonna
for that.
roll, because chaos.
All right, let's go.
He has 5.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Sharon's an HP.
She got an HP. She got +1 to her armor class. She's got a gun.
She's doing
Watch out.
way better than she was.
Now, if we kill anything in her vicinity, she's gonna get like so much XP from it.
Exactly. She's just gonna shoot off like 5
It's
levels.
like
the
playing
first
an
thing we kill.
MMO with people who are way higher level than you, and you just go up like 10 levels.
Elizabeth
Unless
is
Ryan
Carry
does
her.
this on the
We will
rules where
carry her to the next level.
if she's not within 2 levels or whatever it is, she doesn't get the same XP, and so then,
No. Wow,
Oh
rules.
man, we gotta go to like a level 2 planet or something.
We're gonna
yeah,
grind.
just grind her way through it. What was the first quest we got? It was killing the Goblin Child, right? Let's go do that real quick.
Oh,
the
because we
Goblin
did.
Child's still. Well, actually, maybe not.
Because we did
Oh.
so well.
The Goblin Child got away.
That whole planet, that ice comet, is in the tentacle zone, right?
But that's all in the tentacle zone now. Like
Uh-oh.
as what's her face told you about
Uriel.
Uriel, yeah.
Yeah. So that place is probably a little higher level now.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like when you come back to the starting area in the game and it's all changed because something bad
The
happened.
DLC.
Changed.
Well, should we go now?
I'm desperately trying to teach Elizabeth how to shoot a gun. I don't know if it's helping,
I
Showing
think-
this is happening while we're driving.
but I'm trying.
Yeah.
It's gonna, not in a day, but maybe in
What were
many.
your rules? Like 100 days of a skill and you get proficiency or something?
Gotta start
I don't know
somewhere.
if those are my rules, but yeah. I mean, you gotta
Day
start somewhere.
1.
Day one.
My old sheet had the stuff for learning to pilot.
Oh, I think specifically for your pilot, I think yours was and that was more of like you had the like crystallum
Oh yeah,
put
they did
those
like a mind
abilities in
meld
you.
or
You just had
something.
to, you had to like just like unlock them a little bit by losing them up. Anyway, blah 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 blah. All right, so we get ready to go to the tentacle zone. You lift off the craft. Pulling away with the repulsor lifts from the surface of Nemora, leaving that water world behind. You pull out of the atmosphere back into the vastness of space, and you begin to warm up your new engine. This process takes a few minutes, basically because I don't want to create a scenario where you're popping around every 6 seconds with a ship in the future, but it's going to take a little bit to do this jump. Where are you trying to go? I know you're trying to go to Gergen, but are you trying to get... There's going to be a little bit of variance on how successful you are in these things. Are you going to try to like stay a little bit far away from the planet just so you don't pop in within the atmosphere? Are you going to try to cut it close? What do you want to do? If you FTL into the atmosphere, that could be catastrophic. That could be bad.
I'm not a pilot, but I would like to not do that.
Yeah. I imagine we would want to aim for being within a day's travel of it.
Okay.
Maybe get a sense of what is happening in the sector. Is it just all tentacles everywhere? Does it seem mostly fine unless we hit an infested area?
Yeah. Does it look like my search history? We'll find out. Go ahead and roll me.
Can I help with this because I'm good at navigating?
Yeah, you may. Do 2 D100s. We'll take the highest result. This is, since you're going so far out, you're going a day out. This is not going to be there's no like catastrophic result, I don't think, unless you roll like under 10. So.
Okay. Whoops. Those
Even
were
then, I
two
don't know.
D10s there, but
And if it's sub 50, it might just be like more than a day, but
yeah. So one is 74.
okay, that's great.
I accidentally rolled the 10s dice twice, but I intended one of them to be a once that would be 10 and then the 0. So that's not 100, is it? That's just 10.
That's just 10. Yes.
Wait, you rolled all zeros?
No, a
No,
10 and a
so-
0 is 10.
Yeah.
All zeros is 100.
No, if you...
A 10 on a percentile dice is a 1. A 0
You
on a
rolled
percentile dice is a 10.
There shouldn't
That's
be a
true.
10. There should be... You rolled a 0-1 because there is no... There...
Well, so I got the 10
Okay.
and then 0.
That's a 10.
That's...
A percentile dice is still 1 to 10. There's just a 0 after it. The entire internet fights about this constantly.
Okay.
The 0 would be a 10
Right.
if it was a D10.
I hate these dice so much.
I know. Why
Should
is
have
it
just
weird?
done it in roll 20.
Why is it weird? Why am I still confused by it? Like, I always get confused by it. I don't, but
Because it doesn't
74,
make any sense.
It doesn't matter. 74, that's the one
I
we're
thought
going
if
with
it's
anyway.
if he rolls, I thought if you roll a 1 on that die and a 0 on the other die, that's a 10.
That doesn't make any sense.
A 10 on that die and a 0 on the other, that's 100.
But anyway, you roll a
No.
10. If well, a 10 and 0, 0. It doesn't really matter. You just have to we had to decide on something before this happened.
Okay.
So I guess what you're saying is like, is this 100 or is this a 72, or is this a 10 in the 72? And I guess in other situations, I'd try to figure that out. But in this situation, where the stakes are so low, I don't care. So we're pushing forward. We're gonna go with a 74. It's a great roll. It's a fantastic roll. And you the whole ship shudders and shakes, vibrating. That those of you with teeth, they rattle within your head, and it's like quite uncomfortable for just the briefest moment, until you feel a lurch and are flung light years upon light years away from your current position into out, floating in the dark of space. You quickly kind of do a navigation check, Champ and Vyncent kind of looking over the readings, and it takes several minutes for your sensors to realign as it kind of gets it takes a while for the computer to process where in space are we, but eventually you discover that you are roughly a day's travel away from the planet Gurgan, from that solar system. And you guide the controls in that direction and bring up your impulse engines and start pushing in that direction. Which you have made a successful jump, a historic jump, I'll say.
Did that explode?
Yeah, gonna pop on the comms. Well, everyone, congratulations. We made the first ship FTL jump, and we didn't explode or turn inside out or anything.
Unfortunately,
given
in
Lisbeth a
Lisbeth's
heads
room.
up.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
You can only survive it if you have more than 6 HP.
She failed her con check. Yeah. So cool. Can you roll me a perception check, Champ and Vincent?
Okay. This one. That's terrible. What is my plus? Do I have a plus? Perception?
Yes, ma'am.
9.
Well, I
Yay!
got a natural 1, so that's a 3.
Cool. I'm
Okay.
driving.
All right, that's not great. So, okay. I think because you know that you're a day out from any solar system, and there's really not much out here. Kind of maybe going autopilot, either figuratively or literally, and don't notice that on the radars. There's lots of things out in space, like there's, you know, rogue planets, you know, asteroid fields that are just kind of passing out in wide orbits around solar systems. So there's a lot of noise out there on the radio. There are a few blips that the two of you don't notice. There are a few blips that start to peel and the direction of the Arcturus. And I was gonna say that seems like a good break time, but it's not quite there yet. So I'll say that the first warning that you get are proximity collision alarms that go out, and Rosh, whose perception is wildly just wild, out the window of your solarium, you see a pod, not like an escape pod, but pod as in a group of basically celestial orcas that appear to be you recognize this species at first, from first glance at a distance. These are but sort of benign creatures that float through space and just harvest floating materials out there. But these seem to remind you of the creatures that infested Yuval. This is a pod of celestial orcas that has been assimilated into the old ones, and they begin to float fast, with speed towards the ship. And before you can even, or as you raise alarm, if you do, there's a tumultuous clang as they smash into the side of the ship. We will roll an initiative right now. Yeah.
Rosh does as that is happening, hits the the intercom, and it's just like evil space whales.
Evil space whales.
Evil space whales. All right.
Yes. So.
Heck. I never sent you my token stuff.
No.
Oops.
I don't know if you all have seen Blackfish.
Yes.
But this is going to be a real sad fight.
Oh no! Oh dear!
No. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to make him sufficiently gross so you're not going to feel bad.
Okay.
I can't tell if that's better or not. Zombie blackfish. Okay. Okay.
The tentacles out. Oh, I gotta roll for them, don't
I think I'm getting my garbage rolls out of the way now. I rolled a
Oh, that was
2
pretty
for a
good.
total of 3.
I? Nice, cool, favorite. Well.
3? Okay.
Okay. Marcus.
Okay.
Gwen.
I rolled.
What did you got a 3?
Yep.
Champ, where you at?
18.
Oh, nice. What's your dexterity bonus?
4.
Okay. Looks like you're gonna be the first off the jump.
Okay.
Just getting everyone in there. Oh, someone want to roll for Ned? This is not good battle music.
I'll roll for Ned. He did much better. He gets an 11.
Good job, Ned.
Oh, nice. It's kind of intense.
Ooh,
That's okay.
Oh,
All right. So, Champ, you hear where are you in the ship? Are you with your ship in the cargo bay, or where do you think you're hanging out? There's a mess hall. There's individual rooms. There's the cargo bay where your ship is. There's the TTR, which is the triangle table room. There's the cockpit. Where do you think you are?
Probably would have been in the cockpit actually with like helping Vincent.
Okay. All right.
Like
So you're in the
maneuvering and
cockpit.
stuff. Yeah.
And I went ahead and put Rosh in the solarium. I hope that's okay. This will split you all up a little bit, but okay.
Okay.
Vincent, I'm putting you in the cockpit too, so you're with Champ. Where do you think you are, Gwen?
I probably in her room getting her stuff ready.
Okay.
I would imagine.
And Elizabeth, where is she?
I'd probably be in the cockpit too to see this historic jump.
Okay. And I'm gonna say Ned is probably in the cargo bay. Maybe. All right. So for the most part, you all are pretty close. Rosh is a little bit away from the four of you, and Ned is much farther away. So I might just like narratively handle Ned's stuff a little bit, unless you like call for him over the comms. Then he'll like use his whole action to get towards you. Okay. But I should do something real quick, just so you all have a layout of the ship. We've showed it a couple times before, but and that picture is not quite accurate. So this is cockpit. This is kind of the solarium. Kind of in this area. These are all the rooms, and this is the big cargo area where the ship is. And engines are back here. And there's like hallway that connects this and everything.
Okay.
I don't know that that's gonna matter a whole lot, but so we have it.
All right.
Cool. So, you see big orca whales. They glom onto the side. They smash in. There's one that smashes in right here. I should change the color. Let's change the color. To pink. All right, one. And two. And one right here. Okay. So what do you do?
We don't have, or maybe you do. I'm wondering if it would like make sense for me to like try to get my little ship like out of the cargo bay and like use that to fight with, but I don't have any stats or nothing for that.
That's fine. Yeah, you
Okay.
definitely go in there to do that for sure.
All right, then I'm gonna just spend my turn. Like,
So yeah, you can
get to my ship.
You can dash over and you get to the ship.
And start like, I guess make sure nobody's in the cargo bay before I open the doors.
Uh,
Everybody else needs to breathe. I don't need to, so it's okay for the door to be open.
Ned is in the cargo bay, but Ned doesn't need to breathe.
All right, perfect.
So Ned will be fine. You can open up the cargo bay doors.
Smack
So
the
we'll say you
doors.
run in there.
Be like,
You
Ned,
seal-
help me out. Get the ship out.
You seal the thing behind you, and you head out to the ship and begin to open up the cargo bay doors. All right, which is going to bring us to the orcas. This is what happens. So they begin to slam and gnaw, and you hear kind of sizzling sounds as there appears to be a hull breach imminent. I'm going to say all four of them spend their turns breaking through the hole, and you see those of you who are near an orca mouth, basically, you can see where they're about to break through. And I'm going to say that's their whole turn to do that, though. So that's going to bring us to Gwen.
That's a me. Ship has guns. Can I get to one of them?
Yeah, there's a gun on the top and the bottom.
I guess whichever one's closer.
Okay. I think they're equidistant. What do you like to picture?
I don't know. I guess whatever is the best angle to hit these things at. We'll do the bottom one.
Okay.
Maybe they got soft bellies.
Yeah, yeah, sounds good. All right, so you spend your action dashing over to the guns and hopping in.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring us to Rosh.
Okay. Can I see one from the window of my solarium
Yes.
that I can cast spells at?
Yeah.
Don't require line. I would like to cast a spell on
I see
that
you
one.
back here.
Huh?
Oh, I can move your check. What am I doing?
Oh. Oh yeah, I guess we can move where we're at. I don't know where my solarium technically is. Back there. Perfect. So I guess on the one kind of right outside the solarium, I'm going to cast a spell called Chains of the Goddess.
Okay.
And the creature you can see within 90 feet must make a wisdom saving throw or be restrained by chains of psychic force and take 68 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So what save do I need to do?
Wisdom save.
All right. Let's see. Things are a little wise, but not very. They did not roll well. 7.
Okay. All right, that's a fail. It did not roll. 68. Says 34 points of bludgeoning damage, and it is restrained.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
And I'll take the damage at the start of each of my turns.
Okay. Woo. Tough. All right, that's gonna bring us to. Or do you have a bonus?
Nothing that would be effective right now.
Okay. Then that's gonna bring us to Vyncent. No, Ned actually,
Yeah.
but Ned can't really do anything from here at the moment until they do break in, unless you can think of something.
Yeah, I think probably just gonna tell Ned to prepare because it looks like these two are chewing into the cargo bay.
Yeah, all the ones that you see look like they're chewing in.
Yeah, so probably just gonna tell Ned to, not get run over as Champ exits the ship, but then prepare to deal with one of the whales as it comes through.
All right. So let me see something. No, that is right. Okay. 2 seconds. Be right back. Nothing in position. So, all right, cool. Excellent. And what are you doing, Vincent? I forgot.
I don't know if I can do like a barrel roll or something and try and shake him off.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Give me a piloting check.
With what stat?
I guess your. I'm gonna say actually strength because it's you're really pulling on the choke, like trying against all the weight that they have.
Okay. Okay, with my -2, I may want to give myself Tides of Chaos. Well, dang. Okay.
Nice.
I rolled 19.
Very nice. Okay, so I'm gonna say.
That shouldn't have rolled at advantage. That was still there from before. but it was
Okay.
19 both times.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to give them, let's see, strength saving throws. I'm going to give them advantage because of this feature that they have. I shit you not, I rolled a 22, and then I rolled 3 natural 20s. With advantage. With advantage, I got 3 natural 20s on the other.
That is quite rude of them.
Rude.
So they are all dug in quite hard. But as like I think that all of you kind of feel a little bit of disorientation as Vincent whirls the ship around in the corkscrew, trying to wrest free the grip that they have with these beaks that are tearing into the ship. Let's go to Champ now. The cargo bay doors are starting to open up. Do you just gun it outside of the ship?
Yeah, probably try to like take some shots at them.
All right.
I'm gonna let go of our ship.
All right. So you hit the afterburners and just fly out of the ship and like kind of do like a turn. Let's give me a we'll just do dexterity check. So like.
Okay. Let's see. Do I add proficiency to this, or is it just straight check?
Are you a proficient pilot? Do you think from your background? What do you think?
I mean, definitely like for navigating.
For navigating, yeah, but for like battle maneuvers and stuff like that.
No, probably not.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be 13. These got
Oh.
intense.
I changed it to jet fueled Vixen. I don't know why it seemed appropriate right now
Okay.
for Champ. All right, what do you 13? Okay,
13,
yeah. So go ahead and roll me like 4d10.
Oh, okay. Do that. $16.
Nice. So begin to like fire off these shots at the this music's pretty bad. I don't know why I picked up this battle music. It's wild. I don't remember picking this song out. I'm not too mad about it. It's just funny. Ooh, no, I am mad about it. This is terrible.
What? No, this is great.
You like this?
I think it's funny.
It is funny.
Really Power
This is-
Rangers.
Yes.
This is
Yes,
Power
there you go.
Rangers. I'll leave it for this. I'll probably change it again at a point. But it's making me laugh too much. But you open up on one of the celestial orcas and rip into it like these hail of ballistics flying into it. They smash into the skin of this thing, and you see just mist of purple blood begin to like float out in 0G, and it writhes, and you see on its sides these white eyes roll back like and start looking at you as they're gripped into the ship like lampreys. That's gonna bring it to them. So most of them are gonna go for Chrome Head. I think as the holes begin to peel open in all the different places, there's a moment, those of you who are watching, I need to change some music for this. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That's bad. We'll leave it at this. All right, so the holes begin to peel open as these colossal beaks begin to gnaw at the Arcturus. And there's a moment when there's a split and a gap that appears in these 4 different points. And then a burst of tentacles floods into the space. Rosh, tentacles begin to like search in the hallways, spinning down, like lashing at the sides. 4 of them are gonna go in your direction. So I'm gonna do this real quick. Let's see. What's your AC?
21.
You, because you're positioning like in your slammer, they're just kind of reaching blindly in here, trying to find where you are, and because this one is also restrained, these are at disadvantage. So it keeps like what? Sorry, describe your spell again. What is happening to them?
Large psychic change just sort of manifest out of the ether and like bind the creature.
So you see like these tentacles reaching out and like slapping on the inside of your slam, like searching with these these suckers, like with lines of serrated teeth on the side. And as they kind of search in, you see these radiant chains begin to pull back on them. Just at, like as it swipes out at you, it pulls their attack slightly out of the way and tears through a big portion of your pillows that you have, sending stuffing and feathers flying. But you're on unharmed. The rest of these, or not the rest of these, some of these are gonna go for Gwen. I think the only one that hits is a 24. The other, what's your arm class?
19.
Okay, yeah, the only one hits. And you take. Wait, what? Do you not rolling damage? What? Oh, it didn't include damage in here. That's fine. I'll just remember what that was real quick. Just give me 1 second. You're gonna, and I'll deal the rest of it to your Iron Net. I'll handle that in a second. So we can, Gwen, you can. Oh, it actually matters what happens to you, doesn't it? So sorry, I don't know why the damage didn't get included in this.
I mean, I think it matters what happens to me.
Oh, it actually matters what happens to you, doesn't it?
Thanks, Ryan.
All right. Oh, you know what? Okay. So here's what happens. You are grappled, and you take. I gotta roll this now. Sorry, just a second. As this one tentacle wraps around your leg, you take 12 piercing damage and 15 acid damage. And for right now, that's all that happens. But it's your turn.
Okay, I would like to fire the big gun.
Okay.
I do not know how to do this. I have the damage listed. Don't have the attack roll.
Go ahead and give me an attack dex check.
Just straight dex.
21.
21.
That's very, very good.
Very good.
Which one are you aiming at?
Can I get the one that's got me?
Yeah. This one over here. Sure. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. That one is on the sheet. Lovely. Do I add a stat to that? Probably not.
I don't remember what damage.
40-12.
40-12. That sounds about right.
Okay, then 25.
All right, 25. Okay.
It's been so long since I did this.
I know. All right, and then 25. All right, doing good work though, everybody. Doing great work. Fantastic. Oh, I didn't do the damage against Ned yet. But yes, you swivel the turret in their direction and unleash shots. They kind of glance off the side a little bit, but they you see several of the ballistics like smash into some of this chitinous shell that's beginning to grow over it and kind of flies off into space as the entire ship. You only can tell that you're spinning and whirling because the star is behind you. You don't feel it as much, but you see it, which might be a little bit unnerving or disorienting as Vincent continues to try to like shake them loose. I'm gonna quickly try to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. All right. Cool. So I'm gonna run this 1, 2. So let me think. Okay, so Ned is going to take 33 acid damage, and Ned is grappled by these tentacles that have reached in, which is going to bring us to Rosh. Sorry, I didn't finish the turn earlier when I went to Gwen, so now we're going back to Rosh.
Okay. At the start of my turn, it takes more damage from the chains.
Okay. How much?
68.
60. Oh, no, sorry.
No. 34. 34 points of damage.
Okay. Jeez, that thing is good. Does it not roll a saving throw?
Oh, sorry. It needs to roll a saving throw at the end of its turn, so it can roll another Wisdom save. If it succeeds, then it won't take that
it probably
damage.
won't. What's your DC?
18.
Yeah, it probably won't succeed then. Yeah, natural 1. So,
yeah. And then I'm going to use my action to do a. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll do Can I do a wall of fire along the edge of the ship that it is currently locked onto to kind of like wrap around it to start cooking it off the ship?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good. Is that not concentration?
Actually, that's a good question. No, that is concentration. So let me just, you know what? I'll just do a flame strike.
Okay.
So it needs to make a dexterity save.
Okay. All right. It is not good at those. It does not pass.
Okay. That would be. That's not great. I get to reroll that one. So it's 14 fire and 12 radiant.
Okay. 14 fire. After the 14 fire, it has 11 hit points. So yeah, the radiant finishes the job. That's the one on the south side of the ship from this schematic. Falls away. Oh my gosh, I keep doing that.
Oh.
I can't grab it. I can't blame. And dies. Excellent. So the orca begins to kind of like float away in a plume of purple blood and like this nebula as it kind of actually it falls away very quickly because you're all actually traveling very fast. But may not have felt that way until you see how quickly it falls away from you. Although it does maintain some inertia. I don't know, physics, I don't know. Anyway, that's going to bring us to, here's what's going to, we're going to go to Ned, we're going to go to Ven, and at the end of the initiative round, we're going to break, and then we'll pick it back up. So we'll do Ned is grappled by two of them.
So I think Ned is going to use their vent core ability and just unleash a cone, 15-foot cone of poisonous gas into the thing's face.
Okay.
So
all right.
Make a DC 19 con save.
All right. That's quite good. It does not succeed on that.
So it takes 56 poison damage, which
Ouch.
hopefully does quite a bit to it.
It hurts.
But yeah, that is his action.
Which one? The south one or the north one?
We'll go with the north one because that's where I positioned him by.
Okay. That's also the one that Champ damaged. So that one is hurt quite bad as it begins to kind of shake and convulse. And there's like a yellow viscous bile that begins to collect at its mini beaked mouth, which will bring us to you.
Yep. So it's funny that you mentioned the whale flying away and is there inertia and stuff, because I was gonna ask, with magic spells and like casting it at a point, is it like gonna stick relative to the ship, or is it just gonna be point and then?
We talked about this before. I think depends on what it is. I think last time you did like shatter as like a depth charge that like happened at a point behind you.
Yeah.
So that's how we handled it that time, but it might just depend on what the spell is.
Yeah, I'm thinking I want to cast a storm sphere, and have that out in front and try and zap the two that are attached to the front.
Yeah, I think we just need to anchor it to the ship itself, and then it just goes with you.
Okay, so yeah, because with this 2D view, I'm not sure how much of a view I would actually have of the front of the cargo bay from the cockpit.
Maybe not like necessarily all eyeballs, but there's some like sensors that are like, maybe there's like video cameras all around that, and it's like filling you in on like a placement of certain things.
Okay, so yeah, basically want to try and slap it on here, maybe overlapping with this one a little bit because it makes the 20-foot radius sphere.
20-foot radius sphere, okay.
And let's see. When it appears, must make a strength saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage, but then as a bonus action, I can make it shoot lightning.
All right. Awesome.
So that one right there will need to make a strength saving throw, please.
Okay.
Versus 18.
Natural 1.
Okay, so it's going to take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and then for my bonus action, I will have it shoot lightning at that one. So make a ranged spell attack. Not great. Does a 16 hit?
16 does not hit.
Okay, so.
Or I mean, like it smashes into it. You see it like score a scorch mark into this chitinous scaling that is going to appear on it, but it doesn't appear to do any damage to it.
All right. Well, that is going to be my turn then.
All right. So, it being 30 after, we'll take a break now, get some bio time and relaxation, and we will be back shortly. So stick around, and we'll see you in just a minute. Welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of this episode of Wildspace. We're very happy to see you again. Let's go get jibber-jabbering into that sausage. Forgot what I said the first time. Anyway, so right now, the ship of the Arcturus is being waylaid by the tentacled blackfish who have a bone to pick for their floppy fins, as they're these majestic, emotionally intelligent creatures have been abused. So we're back. And at the top of the initiative order is Champ. As you fly outside of the Arcturus, keeping pace in your chopper, what do you do?
Okay, so I see one of them just got fallen away. I'm just gonna keep shooting? I think I was shooting at these two.
Sure.
I think I shot that one first, so let me shoot this one now.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of like dive bomb by their faces a little bit.
All
and
right,
Try to
maybe-
bug them.
Yeah, oh, nice. So, give me another dex check to shoot them.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that was terrible this time. It's only an 8.
Yeah. So these shots, they as you try to maneuver your ship and do like a flyby, you have difficulty matching the speed of the ship as it's like rotating like wildly as like with Vincent still has like the revolution around. So your shots kind of like peel out around, but they don't quite hit the creature. A couple actually hit the Arcturus, but don't do any no like only superficial damage. It's like just kind of playing off the hull, like yeah, unfortunately that is not a hit. We're just gonna bring us to the orcas as the two in the front are gonna continue to try to attack. One is gonna try to. Okay, two things happen at the same time. Chrome Ned starts getting dragged towards the orcas, and so does Gwen. Gwen, you get dragged towards this one over here, and Chrome Ned over there. I need both of you, Ned and Gwendolyn, to roll me intelligence saving throws.
That's not very smart, y'all. Though, lots of condition immunities.
I've got a 22.
That's very good.
So that was natural 20s for Ned for a total of 16.
One of my proficient ones. Go, Ned.
Oh, go Ned. Ned is gonna take some damage, but that's so good. I'm so proud of him. He's gonna take 22. Is he immune to psychic damage?
He is.
All right, so never mind. He doesn't take anything. And Gwen, you manage to, as you feel this kind of like this psychic energy beginning to kind of swell up in this creature, and it like through the tentacles, you manage to withstand it, and you do not take any damage from that. You take a little bit of acid damage and piercing damage as it continues to pull you in, but you taking 8 piercing and 21 acid damage.
You know, a little.
Yeah, I rolled it after I said it was a little. That was my bad.
It's fine.
That was my bad. And then I guess this guy is going to crawl inside the ship. And we'll say the champ is out here with. Well, I can't grab it. No. Okay. Anyway, it's not very easy to move things around. Oh my gosh. Anyway, the thing is inside the ship. I need tokens.
The tentacles are coming from inside the ship.
Yep. So that's gonna bring us to Gwen.
Okay. So it dragged me. So am I not at the
Grappled.
gun anymore?
You're not the gun anymore. I dragged you.
Great.
You're
Cool.
standing in front of this massive maw that is like about kind of 4 feet like tall, or 4 feet in diameter.
Thanks, I hate
And
it.
there's all these like beaks snapping at your face as you're kind of like pulling back, like the tendrils grow tighter and tighter around you. What do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna, if there's a big maw in front of me, I would like to, cool boy. Can I, cast 3 Eldritch Blasts just right into its mouth?
Yes, absolutely.
Great. That is a natural 20.
Yeah.
A
One goes straight down his throat.
22.
One definitely hits him in the mouth.
And an 18.
The 18 hits it, but doesn't it glances off. The wildly the beak that is like snapping at you was strong enough to tear through the hull of the ship.
Ooh.
So it is strong enough to like deflect this blast of force that comes at it, but the other two hit for sure.
So that's 23 force damage.
23 force damage. Very nice.
And then, because I cast a cantrip as my action, I can use Mystic Frenzy to make a weapon attack as a bonus action. So can I stab it?
Yes.
Please. I really do not want it to be holding on to me anymore. That's a 21.
21. All right. Also, no, you're not restrained yet. Never mind. So yeah. I was gonna say like, should these be at disadvantage? No.
Okay.
But yes, 21 does hit.
That's 20 slashing damage.
All right. Wow. Ouch.
It's a good sword.
Is this
This is the Phantom Blade.
Yeah. It's a very good sword. As you blast it twice and almost instinctually the Phantom Blade comes to your hands, you slice it across. There's a gash going across the gums of this creature, some teeth coming loose, and there's grossness within the ship now with you. Roll me and I'm trying to think, is it insight or survival or nature? You can choose.
Out of those three, nature's my best one.
Okay.
I'm not proficient in any of them. Somehow. That's 7.
Okay. Big scary thing, go chomp chomp.
Gotta stab it before it chomps me.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right.
I understand.
So that's gonna bring us to Rosh.
All right.
I'll add a little more. It seems to be trying to do something other than just throw you in its mouth, Gwen. It's not. It could pull you directly into its mouth, but it's not doing that. Why? I don't know. But you don't know. But you notice that. So
that
Rosh.
battle frenzy.
Okay. I'm chill on my side of the ship. I killed mine.
Yeah. Don't worry, y'all. Rosh got theirs.
So I think just goes busting out into the main ship, like outside the solarium, and just like down both hallways.
Yep.
What am I seeing?
You see, well, the only thing you can see other
Because I
than
know
like,
there's the big one in the ship, but
yeah. So you can't see the big one in this ship. You might be able to hear it. I don't know. Yeah, you probably hear it, or Vyncent can maybe shout it out to you. But you see Vyncent kind of like just struggling with the controls, and like down the hallway to your right, and then to your left, you see Gwen wrapped in tentacles right in front of a snapping maw, being positioned for something.
okay. I think I'm gonna go help with that one.
Okay.
First.
That seems fair.
It seems important.
Yeah.
Just going to rush up closer.
Okay.
And going to fireball sounds like a bad idea. No, it's gonna do. I'm gonna do my Radiance of the Dawn.
Okay. What is that?
So it has to do. It's one of my channel divinities. Has to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Come on, buddies. Man, I rolled 3 natural 20s, and then since then they've just been turdies. So no, it's a fail.
Great. So it's going to take 2d10 plus. Oh, I need to update this because we're level 15 now. 2d10 plus 15.
Rosh, are you proficient in nature or survival or? What was the other
Nope.
one I said? Insight.
I am proficient in insight.
Let's see, does insight work? Let me look that up real quick while you're figuring that out. What you're doing?
Okay. That's 32 points of radiant damage.
Okay, 32 points of radiant. I did the compendium for insight. I'm like, okay, insight. Was it ability, wisdom, type? It's a skill. All right, thanks. Thanks. I thought they might tell me what insight checks are for. All right, anyway. So 32 points of damage. That might kill this thing. Where is it at? Gwen hurt it really badly. Sorry, I'm going between several pages. 32.
It's my one
you
thing.
actually- you killed this thing, Rosh. It had 25 hit points. So
Sweet.
what does it look like as it kind of like releases Gwen? Like, does it, like, do you fry away the tentacles, or like what kind of?
Yeah, I think the ones that are around her and the ones that are kind of in the ship kind of are that get hit by the immediate blast are like burned away by the holy like radiant fire.
So this
and it just-
fire like sears off the tentacles. I like Gwen might have to like jiggle the rest free that are still like on her, but like they've been seared off, and it kind of cries. And as this like, I should say, as this thing kind of comes loose, it doesn't. It right now it's currently suctioned on to the ship. It is dead. This one's not going to fall away quite yet. Oh, the other one should have done this too. There are breaches in the ship. So I'll say the other one is we'll deal with that later. But the one in front of you, there's about to be problems as it's coming loose. I'll handle it on the enemy's initiative, but yeah.
Great.
I think Elizabeth almost like comes out of her room, but I think there's like as things start getting sucked down to the south side, like closer to the solarium, where I think there's like a hatch that leads out from there, but there's like air starting to rush out in that direction, and she just like slams her door shut. I wanted her to get a shot off before that happened, but she's not going to get a chance to without getting sucked out into space, so we'll just keep her safe for now. She has a little bit more self-preservation than that. So this one is dirt. Good job. So that's going to bring us to Ned.
Okay, gonna roll to see if they get their vent core back. They do. Got a 6.
Okay.
But so, gosh. Yeah, that's probably still more damage than the melee attacks will be able to do, so they're gonna unleash the poison back on the thing that's grappling it.
Okay.
So
All right.
another con save. Not nearly as good damage that time.
All right. So, oh, I should roll their concepts. What's the DC?
19.
Jeez. Okay. So okay. Yep. I looked up to see like what the CR. I think like an Iron Golem is like kind of equivalent to a level 20 character, like or close to it. So I forget that sometimes. But yes, do full damage. 42.
Yep.
I think that should kill it. I took it back. Yeah, that definitely kills it, as it just like the internal core of Ned begins to overheat once again, and he just kind of vents all this like toxic gas straight into this creature, and it releases him and kind of like falls loosely out. Note to everyone else, the cargo bay currently is depressurized. There is a hatch that blocks Gwen and Rosh from the cargo bay. This is where where Champ flew out of. So currently there are no external orcas. There's only the internal orca in a depressurized cargo hold with Ned, and that's it. So that's going to bring us to Vin.
Yep, which Vin will more or less announce that over the intercoms for everyone, and to champ on their ship as well.
So I will point out, like, Vin, you see on your console that there is a hull breach here.
Yep.
There's a hull breach here. There's there's a big breach over here, I think, but most of that is the door that was opened. I think there's like some damage at the edges, but minimal. So I don't know if you can do something about that.
Yeah, I feel like this was something we talked about getting like way back when we first started this, of getting like, we have 5 times hull breach sealers. So I'm gonna grab one of those and go and run to this one here and just slap that on.
Okay. We're gonna do a strength saving throw to make sure that you, as you make your way to it, that you don't get sucked out before you seal it.
Yep.
You do. Do you have your wild magic?
I can still use it and do a whole bunch more wild magic if need be, but
okay. I have rules for this somewhere.
Yeah, so I am gonna Tides of Chaos that, so it's not a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's better. That's gonna be with my -2 a 16. Am I going to want to bend luck on this?
No, you don't have to bend luck on this. Because per the rules, if there's this one's more like a 6-foot opening. So it would have been a DC 15.
Okay.
So so you managed to pass that. You like holding on to the sides. You I think like more like as you your grip on the side and you just like immediately lose it, but then there's like a surge of magic and just like your like fingers get like longer or something like that. I don't know. Like what do you think?
Maybe something like that, flaring out the wings to like catch onto awkward bits of the hallway.
Yeah. Perfect.
Maybe slight magnetization with the fingers as well.
Cool. So like your body kind of does some weird things to stay inside the ship as your wild magic kind of surges
Elizabeth,
out.
don't look at me.
You just no, I'm just kidding. All right, so you're able to seal this one down here. You destroy space.
Kill all of space and time.
Ah.
All right.
How did you do that?
Wild magic.
Wow, magic. All right, that's sealed right there. Cool. That's going to bring us to. That's your action. Do you have a bonus you want to do?
I don't know if I would still be able to, because I still have the storm sphere kind of out here. Is there any way it would be able to zap the whale inside?
Do you have to see it? If you do, then you can't. But
till the spell ends. Just one creature within 60 feet of the center make a ranged spell attack.
Yeah, then go for it.
Okay. That's gonna be like a 26 to hit.
That would hit.
Cool. It is going to take, I'll just do it here, 46 lightning damage, 13.
Ouch. All right, cool. You hear a screech down the hall as your spell continues to operate without your micromanagement. All right, champ. You're kind of like spinning around the ship trying to get control, and you kind of are swinging around the back side of the Arcturus, and you kind of right yourself and like start to speed up. You see a couple of the whales begin to fall away, and all the ones on the outside you don't see anymore. What do you do?
I'm just gonna check that there's like no more trying to come for us. Like maybe just like warn if I like see any more.
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Okay. What is my thing for that? That's pretty good. Oh my gosh, I keep rolling terrible. All right, 7.
7. Okay. I mean, you look at the screens. You don't see anything
Okay.
in the noise of all the things that are going on in the space around you. You don't see anything that seems to be a threat.
Okay.
Everything seems to be.
I'm gonna start like sweeping towards where they were like attached onto the ship and see if there's any hull breaches. I have to
Which
catch
side?
one of my friends getting sucked out.
Which side are you?
Potentially. Let's see. The first one.
Oh, we
Probably
can.
would go to the like over here.
Okay, we'll move you over here. We'll say this is your ship. Cool. And you do see a hull breach.
Okay.
And we'll say you can hold a reaction to try to scoop anything that like falls out that looks like a
Yeah.
French.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like this plan.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Speaking of which, and we need Gwen to roll a strength saving throw. Or wait, actually, hold on. What does it say? Okay, well, all right. So it actually says dexterity saving throw to quickly grab hold of something or to be sucked out. But I would let either strength or dexterity. It doesn't matter.
Dexterity is one of the ones I'm proficient in. So, 24.
All right, 24. So how this is, you managed to grab the edge of the ship as you're sucked out. And then you, your feet are dangling out into wild space currently, and like spinning around with the ship. You're holding onto the edge. Give me, I need to fix these rolls, but give me a strength saving throw. Make sure you can keep hanging on.
25.
Awesome. The sheer terror of the moment, just you're with friend as well, kind of like just like crunch down. Actually, like even the steel of the ship, it like kind of bends in. Your fingers are digging into it so hard. You managed to hold on. It is your turn.
Oh gosh. Can I try to get myself sort of pulled back in, like around the wall, so I can brace?
Yeah, that will be a. I'll give you athletics for that.
Okay. I don't know if I was looking at all of friends' stuff to see if they could help me.
You do have spider climb.
I do have spider climb,
which would aid you in what you're doing, but you already rolled plenty well enough. So.
Do athletics. It's a lot. It's 27.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You start to pull yourself crawling in and slide yourself to the side. Rosh, I need you to also roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Gwen pulls herself in and Rosh just goes right past.
Zoop.
Not again.
Oh, natural 2023.
All right, so describe me what it looks like as you kind of flail out and grab. Oh, you're actually got a +3. That's nice.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you have a +3? Do you have?
I have the cloak of protect. No. I have a cloak of protection. I have a 14 dex.
Okay. Well, okay. You're a lot more dexterous than I had in my head. All right. Cool.
I'm very weak.
Gotcha. Okay. So tell me what it looks like as you kind of like as you're walking through this space creature like falls out. You see Gwen go like, but she grabs onto the edge, and you take a step towards her, and then you kind of come off, and then start going towards the opening in the ship.
I want to say it's not a graceful situation. I think it's just Rosh has their spear and just kind of pivots it in a way to like on something between there and the exit, and just kind of rolls to the side and then braces themselves on their spear as it like locks between like two, I don't know, railings or something.
Cool.
To keep from rolling out. So
the two of you are hovering over the whole breach. Is there anything that you would like to? Why would you start with Siri's like?
Siri has some opinions.
Siri, calm yourself down. Do you want to DM this? Could you? Anyway, so that's going to. If there's anything else that you can think of doing other than that at the moment, is there any spell you think you can help you out in this?
I have a spell that could get me further away from it, but I don't have anything that would actually close the breach.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So that's up to you if you want to get loose at the moment, or if you just want to.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Right now. Okay. Well, would moving 30 feet away from it be enough at this, based on how far I got pulled? Would that be enough to actually get myself further away where I'm not going to be pulled?
I would add to the rules that you would be considered grappled, probably, if you manage to hold on to something. Probably considered grapple. I don't know, actually. I don't know how to do that. I don't know. You can't get your full movement, that's for sure. You would have to do like an athletics check to try to get further away.
Okay. Because I have a spell called Time Step, which lets me essentially teleport 30 feet in a direction by moving myself through time.
Okay. You had to go back in time and reevaluate.
Forward in time, but sure.
Oh, forward in time. Okay. Wait.
I'll put
There's a spell that makes you move forward in time, like what we all do all the time. Like what I'm doing right now. I'm currently moving forward in time. Okay.
Yeah, but on a grander scale.
Scale.
No, there is. I can do.
Hold on, I'm gonna cast a spell, and I'm gonna move forward in time as I move 30 feet.
I'm not gonna ever get to.
If we can't see it, it didn't happen. I don't believe Ryan can do magic.
Future.
Oh dear.
That's basically what the spell does. I can disappear for 6 seconds and move 30 feet somewhere else.
That's cool.
I don't know if that's enough to get me out of the.
Do you think it's cool?
If I can see through a window into another room or something like that.
Yeah, you could probably get into the engine room. So I think because you all are still in it is a depressurizing area, but there's still air in here, so you can do that. If you were actually out in space, you wouldn't be able to do this because there's a vocal component and there's no sound out there. So, but within the ship, you're still fine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't just want to bail on Gwen, but I absolutely have nothing that can help her here. So, in the hopes of finding something in the engine room or somewhere else that can help, I will cast Time Step with my action.
Okay.
And I will appear there at the start of my next turn.
Oh, at the start of your next turn. Oh, so you're just like out of it?
Yeah,
oh, that's
I'm just
cool.
out of it.
Okay, now it makes a little more sense to me. That's funny.
It's like Blink.
Yeah.
But you don't roll a lot.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm just.
Do you, Ryan? Because you just hazed me for the last 2 minutes.
Well, I'm not hazing you. I'm just hazing the writing. But I get it. It's cool. I like it. I'm just being.
What's D&D without a little hazing?
Yeah. No, I do like it. So that's gonna bring us to Ned, who is gonna solo this creature in there, I guess.
Yeah. Well, first let's see if Ned gets their core back. Nope, not that time. So gonna turn and charge at this space whale with a big honking blade, because it can make two melee attacks. So
okay. AC is 20.
That's a 31.
Yep.
For 21 points of slashing damage. And then second attack, 28 for 29 points of slashing damage. Just gonna get some space whale sushi.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and there's 27 hit points left, but like I think by the time the other actions resolve, he will have sushied that thing. Like with a plus 13, it's likely that he's gonna land at least one more attack and sushi that thing. So we'll go ahead and fast track
if he
that.
rolls a natural 1.
Well, let's do one more. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll damage. Okay. I mean, it's still alive.
It'll happen.
But then I will say that, like, Champ, you swing around your ship, drive it, like, park it back in using the engines of the ship to fry the last bit of the space whale to a crisp. Does that sound good?
I like it.
Okay. And Vincent, you have this breach right in front of you. Gwen is on the inside of the ship, but holding on for dear life. What do you do? So you move toward. When you move towards, you're going to have to roll to not get sucked out.
Yep. Let's see. Now, if I attempted to animate object, or no, you can't animate any object larger than huge, so I couldn't do the ship itself.
Interesting.
But if I attempted to like animate object the wall and just like have it close together.
That seems like a stretch.
Yeah, so well, I mean, it would be stretching it. That's the idea, but no.
That's very cute.
I will.
That's
I will
very cute.
I will attempt to get closer because I still have some more.
So, all right, okay, here's the deal. So, I'm not trying to poo-poo that idea. Like, can you imagine something within that hallway that you could, like, I mean, there's not a vending machine there, but can you think of something like that would be there that you could animate
maybe like
to block it?
a section of the flooring that's normally like bolted down or something that rises up and just.
Okay. Kitty volunteering.
Pull Kitty out of
like,
the TTR.
I forgot. Oh, Kitty has a nice voice now.
Yeah.
I forgot. Sounded pretty heinous earlier. Okay, so so you want to animate objects? We'll just say like you pick a bunch of things in the room, like there's like a bench, some canisters. You just animate them all and kind of try to block up that hole. Is that pretty much what we're doing?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right.
At least until we can get closer and apply the actual hole sealant.
Okay. All right. So go ahead, do that. And then I'm gonna ask you to do.
Because I did just do a spell.
You did just do a spell, so let's do that D20.
Oh dear.
So I'm gonna see if I can get a free surge on you.
That's a 16.
Okay, we'll do a surge anyway.
Yeah. So that the D100 does not confuse us, I will do them both. Yeah, roll 20. 57 and 9. So 9. You cast Magic Missile as a 5th level spell. 57.
Goodbye, Gwen.
For the next minute, any flammable object you touch that isn't being worn or carried by another creature bursts into flame.
Oh dear. Okay.
What do you want to do?
I think if having an idea of maybe what these are building to, gosh. It's gonna be funnier if I do the flame thing, so it's just, I think you see Vin's hands sort of kind of catch on fire.
Okay.
Like it looks like a clearly magical flame, but maybe he goes to touch something and it bursts into flame. It's like, Gwen, I think you're gonna have to do some of the sealing for a little bit.
So I like the idea of all these things that you've like animated to come to the like Vincent's like, I'll help, and like all these things start to kind of like come up off the floor and then rise up, and then they catch on fire and then start launching towards Gwen and just like is it like slamming into it. Give me an Arcana check, which is or whatever your spellcasting modifier check.
Okay, so Arcana with spellcasting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like I want to see how well you can hold these things there, because I don't want you to roll individual strength checks for all the objects.
Yeah. With charisma, that's a 19.
So yeah, you managed to kind of like hold them all in place long enough for like Gwen. You feel only slightly kind of like the suction that was happening on you kind of like release, and you actually like slip to the floor onto your feet for a moment. Like you still feel a pull, but it's only like a really strong wind now. I'll say, like, you know, there's the sealant canister that Vincent has with him, but he's currently occupied holding all these objects in place. I'll just say you run over there and grab it, and then you know, do like a cool slide over to the breach and go and like spray it over all these objects, like sealing in some benches and potted plants and different things to kind of hold it all into place. And you solve the puzzle of the hole in the wall. Excellent. So the cargo bay doors shut. Depressurization begins to happen, or repressurization, actually. And yes, I will change the music. You all have survived against those poor creatures. Those poor, terrible, emotionally scarred creatures.
They were basically tentacle zombies at that point.
Listen, they started it.
You survived.
As I love this beautiful shot as the crystallized whale corpse is floating from behind the ship.
Oh no!
Yeah.
It's when we zoom out and see the ocelot training video for the people who sent the whales to kill us.
Like,
now
Orca's,
you know how to deal with whale attacks.
It's like Orca's spinning away. He's like, just looking for my little orca baby.
Oh man.
Who likes to party? No. Anyway, we'll go back to just normal music.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, everyone.
Are you
playing DJ tonight?
I am. I don't know. Well, I'm a little bit sorry. I don't love it. I don't love the things that I do. Okay, so what do you all do at the moment? Is there any kind of like things to discuss as characters, or just kind of keep going?
I mean, I think damage check on the cargo bay, because they had been chomping on, but then I guess they crawled in through the open cargo bay, so there aren't whole breaches there.
Yeah, it's not too bad in there.
Okay.
I'll say like that. 1, 2. We'll say use one more, so you have like 2 more hull breach fixers currently in stock. 1 to fix both of those.
Well, once my hands stop doing this fire thing, I can try and get to mending them, but also I should go let Elizabeth know it's safe.
Before your hands stop doing the fire thing, why don't you go fix Ned?
Yeah. I mean, so for the next minute, any flammable object you touch that isn't being worn or carried by another creature bursts into flames. So I guess, grab just a wrench or something. Suddenly it's a wrench torch and just like cauterize.
Chew on this.
Cauterize Ned.
It's like,
Chomp chomp.
like, it is weird that fire makes me better. But that's D&D.
How does that work?
Ned
Betty?
says, with no irony.
Lots of irony. What do you think he's made out of? Little
Rome.
Oh, I like it, but like it's weird. My brain likes it, but my body like I have a pain in my stomach.
My body's rejecting it.
So my body's rejecting the joke, but I like it, so I'm confused.
Oh dear.
All right.
Maybe we should keep a better lookout for
Does this
weird
song not work?
space whale things. I've never seen those before.
Yes, I got the impression that we may find more corrupted creatures the closer we get, so just assume anything out there is going to kill us.
Were we not already?
Fair. I have a new lease on life. I'm trying to be optimistic.
Were you not before?
We should probably rest, though. How long do we have till we make it to Gergen?
Still got
Yes.
most of a day.
I'm bleeding quite a lot and also a little singed.
I can fix you up.
It's fine.
Job on not getting sucked out through that hole over there. I was ready to catch somebody, but didn't need to.
Almost
Probably for the
did.
best.
I feel very close.
I hope it's all right that I did some murder.
You did so well, Ned.
Such good murder. Kind of probably kicking a bit of the space whale corpse. Is this gonna be worth something, or should we burn it because it's all corrupted?
Does it stink?
Yes.
We
I'm
should
also
probably
just like
get rid of it.
covered
We
in
could just open the door back
goo.
up and sort of.
I agree.
Ned and I
Yeah.
could do that. You guys could.
I'm gonna
Probably
come
for
down
the
on the side
best.
of get rid of it.
All right. It's gonna like flush the space gunk out. Just
It's
open
like-
the door
Flush
again.
it.
Yeah, I think just like I like the scene of like the door opening up and just like Ned with like a push broom, just like,
Yeah.
and then the whale goes like kind of comes away. Very cool. So a day passes. The way that I initially saw this happening is that this would be that you wouldn't specifically say I want to be a day away from Gergen.
Oh.
So good on you for figuring out how to get a long rest in between this and what's happening next. Good on you.
Ah. Look at
So
it's like you guys played this game a lot.
yeah, it's almost like, yeah, you figured it out.
To be honest, it was
game is this?
mostly for scouting purposes, so that we could get a sense of like how terrible
No, I
it
know.
is.
I feel like you kind of accidented into it, but
Yeah.
it was very nice. So I'm gonna say with some retrospect, Gwen. You fought a lot of monsters in your life. I'm trying to think. I don't know if you fought something exactly like this. But let's do this. One more, you can, your best skill check of the ones I mentioned earlier.
Okay. That's
Was
nature.
it nature?
Yeah, it's nature.
Okay.
18.
Okay. You think back, you still have like some bruises on your arms, right, from where you're gripped by this thing. think how it was like grabbing you and turning you over. You saw there was the giant beaks, kind of the snap that cut through the hole, but there are also other appendages that were coming through, like kind of with smaller beaks in place, and they were beginning to kind of there was a care in which it kind of spun you, and you feel pretty certain that what was going to happen was that it was going to try to extract your brain. So, sort of reminds you of the thing that you, I mean, not like directly, but it's similar to the thing that you saw in U-Fall that one time that burst through the skull and you chased it around the station. Yeah. So.
I have
some good
bad
saves.
feeling.
Good saves.
So Quarhol was the beast. Vashta is the blood. Do we know what Volhai is? Are they the mind?
So
Heart.
Volhai is the butt. We all know this. So the big thing. So I think Alex, you might be, because this campaign has gone for so long. So there's the 3 demon lords. The old ones, the things that kind of came back in this world, those are not associated with the demon lords.
Okay.
So these whales are not associated with demon lords at all.
Gotcha. Okay.
Real quick recap. The demon lords basically tricked all of the gods into doing this spell with them that required the sacrifice of all of them, except for the 3 demon lords, conveniently, that expelled the old ones from the galaxy. So all the gods died. 3 demon lords, they died, and the 3 demon lords persisted, and they have their own thing. But all the gods and demons were against the old ones.
Okay.
And what the remnant key did was open up a portal to the book that we had was a remnant key that opened up a portal to the old ones.
So there was that spell that expelled them all and killed the main one. With the flesh of that main one, they made these 3 things, these 3 keys. They Volhai created the 3 keys from the flesh of the old one. So these are magic items created out of the blood and matter of the old ones.
Wonderful.
Just a quick rehashy. Do you want to talk about anything in character? I can like snap us forward real quick if you don't.
I just tell everybody about the brain thing. It's fine.
Right.
Great.
Yeah.
I
Probably
assume
just-
everybody goes, ew, and okay.
Yeah. Probably a brief aside to Elizabeth, like, so yeah, that's kind of par for the course of what we're dealing with.
Yeah, she like freaked out.
Because Gwen is
yeah.
just drenched in like goo and like
Yeah.
blood and like.
You should
She-
probably take a shower.
She's freaked
Oh,
out.
sorry, do I offend you?
No, but you're making the floor dirty.
Drips.
When you say that this thing is attacking brains, Ned just like offers like a quick knuck to Champ. So
Yeah,
they
so your brain if you don't have one.
they bond over that real quick. And Elizabeth is sufficiently freaked out, but do you try to what do any of you try to kind of calm her down or anything, or
Yeah, there's gonna be some, we're gonna go, last time we were at Gargan, nothing like that. Gonna, make sure you're safe while we go into hell, but,
Can you imagine telling any person that? Can you imagine telling any person that, hey, listen, everything's going to be fine. We're going to take you to this remote swamp planet full of dead things. But don't worry, we're going to go to hell. You're going to just wait there, but you won't go to hell. You're going to wait for us at the mouth of hell. It's
But
gonna
be great. You're gonna have things you can see and look at.
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
We'll try to murder you.
We'll be just fine. Just fine. All right. Anyway. Okay. So give me a charisma check. Why not?
Okay. Well, that's a natural 20 for 25 if it's straight charisma.
Yep, it sure is.
If it's deception, it's 35.
Holy
if it's
crap.
Persuasion, it's 30.
Are you well, what are you telling
I am
me?
attempting to persuade. So
are you telling the truth to her, and are you lying to her?
I am trying to be as truthful as I can.
That sounds like double talk. that sounds like real double talk right there. Are you being truthful or are you being deceptive, my friend?
Vyncent is being truthful.
Okay. All right.
Even though deceptive would be a better number.
Yeah, for sure. It often is. So yeah, you roll real well. She trusts you real good. And she's calmed down. But both of you and Gwen notice that she goes straight back to the room and starts practicing shooting the gun over and over and over again. And she stays up pretty late doing that. Cool. So following day, you arrive just outside of the planet Gurgan. A drowned sphere. As you recall, a waterlogged planet. There are trees on it, but most of them lie at least a good amount underwater, and it's just the kind of twisted branches that kind of reach out over the surface. You remember the location of the temple, and you start to guide your ship in that direction. And kind of gently guide it down through the atmosphere. And again, the ship is buffeted as it re-enters this kind of choppy, a stormy firmament. And you, but you are much better pilot now than you were when you first did this. So it doesn't go nearly as rough as it was last time. And those of you who were there last time might note this. Vyncent is much better pilot than he was the first time. I think he knocked into a bunch of stuff when you tried to land it last time. It was pretty great. You bring the ship down outside the front of this temple. I'll keep describing things until you guys want to halt me if you wanted to prep something. But you all get kind of actually we do kind of say, what do you leave Elizabeth with? You have a gun and leather armor. So she's got 11 AC. She's got 5 HP. and a gun. So, anything else you want to do for her?
I mean, probably one
Want
of
to
the.
leave?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do we want to leave Ned?
I mean, he would definitely protect the heck out of her. How much does Vincent
It feels
also
like when you're
protect his
sending an
girlfriend?
NPC on on one of those missions and it gives you that like percentage of like success. I feel like putting Ned on this slot is like 100% success.
Yeah.
Putting some random peon is like 50,
I will
60%.
say that you leave Ned 100% success rate. There's nothing that I could see being able to harm her with Ned around. Absolutely nothing. He would wipe the floor with anything that could possibly, threaten her. If she's on her own, it is a roll the dice. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not like saying like there's gonna be like a coin flip or anything. It's probably gonna be a lot less likely than a coin flip, but but there is a chance of failure if you don't leave.
If we had more money, I could do a planar ally, someone like an angel to protect her, but
all the angels are dead. Can you even do planar ally in this universe?
I'd make one.
That's a good question. Well, there's some half angels.
Yeah.
So maybe
you just summon one of my siblings.
You summon two halves of a sibling, and they just got.
Oh no!
Two halves of two different siblings. You're like. All right.
Okay. Gosh. I mean, I am leaning more towards leaving Ned behind. Part of that is because we now have a fourth party member, fourth player character with us.
Hello.
So the three of us did trounce a dragon pretty handily.
Yeah.
Honestly, like having Ned to protect the ship and everything on it sounds like a really great use of that expense. That does not sound like a waste to me at all.
It doesn't sound like a waste.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean,
we keep having people infiltrate the ship and put evil shit on the ship.
I think. Yeah, I agree with that, and also, from what you can understand, from what you've understood so far of what the old ones are like, there's a little bit of hive mind going on. So with your encounter the other day, you can intuit that there might be somewhat of a fix on your location. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen like immediately, but I really do think I personally think Ned is really going to really help out wherever he is, but in this situation, this is a nice like kind of autopilot. Protect the ship, protect Elizabeth. Honestly, I was thinking you might leave him to protect the ship before I even knew Elizabeth was going to come, but now that Elizabeth is there, I'm like, kind of makes it. But that's up to you. I'm not trying to sell you on it.
Savvy or Gwen, you have thoughts?
I think Gwen's fine either way.
Okay.
I think with Champ there, she feels competent enough protecting everybody, so.
Do you give Lisbeth like command powers over Ned?
Yeah, but I think it would be like a hierarchy below Champ. So it's like, okay, if Elizabeth tells you to do something, but it's gonna get her in danger, ignore it.
Okay.
You're about to ask him to start making decisions?
It's kind of
about to get into the law of robotics.
Yeah, basically gives him the 3 laws.
Yeah. All right.
I like it.
Cool. So, all right. So Ned stays behind, and Elizabeth gives Vincent a kiss goodbye as you all. I think actually she goes with you with Ned and like goes down to you go down the stairs of this like kind of ziggurat and begin to like wind down back, and you see like the sites that you had seen earlier. You see where a lot of those like golden actually Champ, you never seen this before.
Oh.
There are like kind of melted bodies of golden warforged in this temple, and you kind of make your way down into that large opening where you encountered the Blood Witch, but right now where that large pool of blood was, it's all dried up and kind of like muddy at the bottom and dark black. It seems like whatever the magic was that was keeping that stuff fresh is gone. And above it, you see the golden gate apparatus that is like the one that led to the beast. Vincent, actually, before as you land the temple, because of that new feature that you have, you sense a portal nearby. And as you get closer and closer, that feeling gets stronger and stronger. And you're standing beneath this portal. Let's see, 10 minutes. Oh boy. Okay. So you give me an Arcana check.
Okay, just intelligence.
Yes.
17.
17. So you know that the way these things work, because you've been through one before. And the last time you touched it, it kind of like activated some of your like latent angelic stuff. And now that you've kind of gone through some things, you're even being more in touch with the angel blood that you were created from. This portal acts like a current. You like hop on a current and it like goes in a direction of a thing, but it is a current within a wider ocean of planar energies. Hopping into this, you will show up at a specific point, like on the metaphorical shore of this demonic plane. If you want to just like easy mode and stick with the current and get there, you can do that. Or if you want to try to like break off from the current and try to like land on the shore a little bit one way or the other and land on a different point in this plane, you can do that as well, although that will require some effort in a roll. What's that? Give me an insight check.
That one's not so great. That's only 10.
Okay, 10. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat what I just said in a little bit, and I'll let you, as the player, define how you want it. Going in this portal and doing nothing, going in easy mode, where you come in is where you, like where you come out is the expected place where you come out.
So could turn this portal on, go through it. We'll end up, in a specific spot. Vashna might be waiting for us, expecting us there. Could try and tinker with it a bit, end up somewhere else, but less of a way of telling exactly where in the demonic plane we'll end up if we do that, but she might not be able to see us coming as easily. And still not even sure if she's, if we arrive, is it like ringing the doorbell and she'll know we're there? Or will she know as soon as we cross over and that's as much as she knows? I can't tell that much.
What's the downside to trying to manipulate something like this?
Could go very wrong. We end up somewhere, who the hell knows where in hell.
I think, or at least my vote, if it matters, is that she probably knows we're coming anyway. And if we manipulate and start popping in somewhere else, we're just going to end up either lost or dealing with something else on the way. I think we prepare ourselves right here, open the door, go through guns blazing.
That?
Yeah.
Yep. Probably our best bet, and if there are traps, just blow them to hell. Well, they're already in hell. Where do you blow things when they're already in hell?
Is there a hell for hell? Double hell?
I'm just thinking of a silly comic. I've seen that. I'll find it later.
Should I go ahead and do all the prep spells I'm going to do now, or should we do it at the beginning of the next session so we don't forget about all of them before that?
I mean, yeah, we're not gonna get into an encounter right now, so here's first off, did not expect you to make that choice of like
Just hop
let's
in?
just do it. Let's bust down the door, MacGyver, John Wick, boom. I didn't expect that, so that's interesting. Vincent, you open up the gates. The planar energies begin to pour out into the room, and with you as the guide, your wings kind of flare out and take almost like an ethereal appearance, and you kind of fly up. Everyone gets sucked up into the planar energies, into the portal, up with you. It's like swimming for you. I'm picturing very much like the turtle in Finding Nemo. Like you kind of like are going through this current, and like your three comrades are kind of staying in your wake and like kind of being pulled with you as you guide them through it. And this is easy for you. There's no check. It is at this point like being like a duck to water. This is what angels do, and you are getting in more and more in touch with that part of your heritage, and you begin to guide them through this current. And after a few long moments, you emerge on the other side, where as you all on the other side then land, the air is kind of warm, smelling a little bit like metallic. You're in kind of this gray dust. In the distance, you see kind of cascading outcroppings of like an ash black rocks. Massive shapes standing over the horizon, looking like figures, maybe like statues or something. It's too far away for getting detailed there, but you see them from this vantage point. But right in front of you, you see a little bit of a horde of demons. Very happy that you're here. So we'll go ahead and stop here. We'll pick this up in 2 weeks, where our crew is going to go on a demon slay and give all the goodies to the bad boys and girls. There seemed like a joke there, but I didn't quite find it. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back soon. Enjoy all the other wonderful shows on this channel. If you're watching this on, wherever you're watching this, whether it's Twitch or YouTube, definitely follow us on Discord and Twitter, and get all the good news that we have to share. But until next time, I just want to say to you, gentle listener and watcher, good game and good night. Enter you, net.
Good night.